Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the small forward position.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Oh, he dialed that one up from long distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here comes Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Strus. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The three from Wembanyama. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Stolen by Mobley. For 3, Allen. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Look, if Allen is going to hit that shot, your whole defensive strategy has to change.
Pass to Castle, to the wing on the left. Here's Wembanyama, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
For 3, Allen. Rebound by San Antonio. Outside Paul. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. On the wing, Strus. He's got 6. Pass to Mitchell. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Wembanyama, screen on Hunter to the right side. Here's the 3. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Cleveland leading by 4. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and Coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, BA.
Thanks for that, Allie. And Mitchell launches it from deep, and it's all from three-point range. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for San Antonio, and we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Graham, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
From deep, Strus. Rebound by San Antonio.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Right side, Mitchell. Lets it go. Mobley passes to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Hunter the screen. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
Here's Wembanyama. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Mitchell. Outside Strus. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Strus has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Mitchell. Right side Strus. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And here's Strus outside. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was good.
Max Strus getting it done for the Cavaliers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the 3s are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
On the court right now for Cleveland. They've got Okoro, Thompson out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Darius Garland, and it's Green in at the 3. The 3 from Thompson. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
3.
Here's Bassie. And he buries his first look.
What a savvy pass by Fox. This is a guy who really sees all angles on the floor.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Garland for 3. He got a piece of it.
Yeah, the reach is amazing. Sohan will get his fair share of blocks during his career.
Here's Garland. Rebounded by Johnson.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Pass to Bassie. Johnson against Green. Johnson passes to Vassell. Lets the 3 fly. Fires in the triple.
And this is something Vassell has really improved. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
Garland with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Garland, the pass to Okoro. Back to Garland. From deep. Another miss by Garland. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Fox. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left-to-right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll.
Takes the 3. Wade misses. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allen. Thanks. Thompson's shot is off. Here's San Antonio now. 9 points in a row. A good run going. Fox. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
So good at getting to the bucket. That time, Fox pulls the string and leaves the defense high and dry.
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game. The way he wiggles in and out of the lane, it is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Showing he's more than just a shooter. Johnson inside.
Garland, pass to Wade. Pure from three-point range. Wade's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson against Garland. Vassell outside. Back to Johnson. The three is up. He is rebounded by Okoro. Cleveland leading by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:35 left in the first half of this one. And that one's good. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
To the inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here's Garland. Soft touch off the glass. Garland's got 6.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Yes, sir. Fox finishing.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Garland against Vassell. Green with a screen on Fox. Okoro, no good. Spurs trail by 6. Sohan outside. 36 seconds left in the first half. And it's Javonte Green with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Vassell outside. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 4-point Cleveland lead.
And this team encourages Vassell to take initiative. Outstanding drive.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Garland's got 8 points here in the quarter.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Sohan, the pass to Bassie. Outside Johnson. Launches a 3. He can't hit that time. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Max Strus. Man, is he getting it done today?
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Barnes is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
Spurs trail by 8. Paul passes to Champagny. The three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Hunter. For 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Barnes. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Strus finds Mobley. Back to Strus. The 3-ball. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Allen, the pass to Mitchell. Connects from downtown. Mitchell's got 8 points.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Stolen by Strus. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Paul. There's the triple. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 tonight. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Strus. It's tipped. Stolen by Wembanyama. Paul for 3. Buries it from 3. Paul's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
From deep. Paul doesn't hold back when pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
The Cavaliers lead by 6. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Outside Strus. Sends it home from 3-point land. 15 points in the game.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
And here's Wembanyama, covered by Mobley. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter.
A consistent threat from outside. Garland looks to fire whenever he can get open from there.
Johnson finds Vassell. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Garland for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
From the arc. Sohan with a rebound. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Down by 15. San Antonio again can't hit. Now the Cavaliers with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Garland for 3. Another miss by Garland.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Sinks the tray.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
Garland looking around. Let's go with a 3. Again, Garland missing. Well, San Antonio's shooting only 30% in the 3rd quarter.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Vassell against Garland. Okoro outside. Pass to Wade. Now here's Green. Banked it in off the glass. Green's gotten his first bucket of the night.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Sohan. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So for Cleveland right now, Dean Wade is out there with Thompson. Then it's Green. Then there's Okoro. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And here's Green from the arc. Here's Thompson. Out to Garland. Six on the shot clock. Tries again. He shoots again. Pass to Wade. And here's Garland. Tries yet again. Rebound San Antonio. Bassey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Spurs trail by 12. Now Vassell. Pass to Fox. Over to the wing. Sohan, right side. Now Fox, guarded by Okoro. Always attacking Fox.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
Wade. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Only one man back on D. The 3 from Okoro. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
And it's Fox missing. Cleveland leading by 13. Outside Garland. Okoro outside. Oh, Fox with a steal. From deep, Johnson knocks it down from distance.
When you're out and running, this is who you want to get it to. Keldon Johnson has a great feel for how to score on the break.
Cleveland has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Garland, the pass to Wade. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by Fox.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And they've been letting it rain from the mid-range. A throwback approach that's really working well for them in this one.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Tricky move by Mitchell with the pump fake, baiting the defender.
And he's good on the second. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
The quick look, no good that time. Spurs trail by 11. Puts up a three, and that's good. Vassell for three.
I like what we're seeing from Vassell, playing with a lot of energy and not settling for shots he doesn't really want.
Here's Allen. Back to Mobley. The three from Mitchell. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digit.
The drive by Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Vassell passes to Barnes. Back to Vassell. Outside Barnes. That one is off. Nice D from Allen. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And Wembanyama missing. Outside Hunter. Gets the three ball to go.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Here's Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. Pass to Johnson. Barnes a screen. Count that one. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Mitchell. And here's Strus outside. Offensive rebound. Mobley. That one's good. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
this great league. Certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here. Answering in the affirmative.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A look at the starting group for the matchup. Howard is out there with subs. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bitadze in at center.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Champagny. Wembanyama outside. Hands it from downtown. Wembanyama's got the first 3 points tonight for the Spurs. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Howard, good.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Lays it up and banks it in. Wembanyama's got 5.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Banchero outside. From the arc. No good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Isaac passes to Banchero. To the wing right side. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Knocks it loose. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Wembanyama against Banchero. Wembanyama, no good. Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Back to Isaac. Pass to Bitadze. Howard with a screen on Barnes. Here's Banchero. Buries it down low.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Wembanyama up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Chalk up 2 there. He's got 11.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
And Banchero, here we go.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:32 left here in the first quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
At the line for 2. Wembanyama. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Clock at 4. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And that one drops for him. And that's 15 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now, here's Suggs. No scoring in this one. Banchero is screened for Isaac. It's tipped. Now, here's Banchero. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul with the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Batase the pass to Banchero. It's good. And it's 6 points for Paolo Banchero.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. Because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. Going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
The cell on the wing along with Johnson. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Fox kicks to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. The Magic trail by 5. And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues Clark to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
Here's De Silva, and that one is hammered home.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, as Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Here's Fox into the lane, uses the glass to finish the layup.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. Of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us?
Perfect. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Fox. And that one is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Caldwell Pope against Fox. Fires the three. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Caldwell Pope.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
And that one's good. Mamu Pelishvili. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Fox kicks to Vassell. Johnson outside. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Back to Vassell. Wide open shot is on the money.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumper. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Black. No good. That would have tied it. Spurs leading by 3. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
So quick on these drives, as quick as a hiccup. Can't let him, Caldwell Pope, get into the lane like this.
And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Magic moving the ball around. Carter with a screen on Vassell. Pass to De Silva. There's Wagner with the 3. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. .30 seconds left to play here in the half. 5 on the clock for the 3. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Well, you know, Wagner's a pretty consistent shooter, and given opportunities, he'll make the most of them.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Wagner. No one covering. That's 7 points for Franz Wagner.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Fox. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's San Antonio. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the man half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Banchero is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Queen in at the shooting guard position.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
He can't get that one to fall. Isaac with some nice D. Here's Queen. Pass to Bitadze. The rebound by Champagny.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't know. Now that's how you finish with authority. Show him how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
In the pass to Isaac. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Shoots the three, and he's good on the three ball. Banchero's got 9 points.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Wembanyama, deadly inside.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent. You don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
To the left wing, here's Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
Cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
Barnes passes to Wembanyama. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Howard with it. He's got 5. Connects from three-point range.
3.
Howard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists tonight. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Banchero. Over Barnes. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
It's good. Now it's a 3-point San Antonio lead.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Pass to Bessie.
Magic foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
The Magic trail by 6. Here's De Silva. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Out to the wing from downtown, and that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili has got 10.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Black kicks to Caldwell Pope. Launches it. Rebounded by the Spurs.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Vassell on the wing along with Johnson. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. For three, Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. Spurs leading by 13. Inside. Great communication on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Wagner from long range sinks the triple.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
The Magic trail by 17. Wagner from long range. Here's Black. Kicks it out to Wagner. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Wagner's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Orlando. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Mamu Kelishvili has got 12 points in just the second half. The three ball. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Vassell. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Spurs lead by 19.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
For three, Caldwell Pope. The rebound by the Spurs. Bassey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. From outside the arcs. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Magic have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. The tray. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Well, Orlando shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that.
And the D really on its heels on that possession. Didn't know what to do.
The three. Can't get it in. He's only missed 2 of his 11 attempts. For three, Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Hey, the form, the release, everything in sync and lined up. Fun watching Caldwell Pope shoot the ball like this.
Mamu Kelishvili passes to Fox. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Johnson outside. Fires the threes. Traps in the tray. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
Here's Black. Wagner outside. A steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Puts up a deep three, and it's Wagner missing. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
From deep three-point land, an absolute pound from three-point range.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
There's Wagner with the three. Off the mark. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg.
ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Batadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock at 4. From deep, Strus. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Caldwell-Pope against Mitchell. Left side, Caldwell-Pope. Here's Isaac. The rebound by Allen. Outside Strus. Beyond the arc. Great D that time from Suggs. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Banchero. From downtown, the rebound by Allen. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time. Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Here's Mitchell. Allen outside. Pass to Okoro. Strus with it. The 3. Doesn't go that time. For Orlando, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Caldwell-Pope with it. Strus covering. The ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. And the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Okoro. Outside Strus. Launches it. And there's Okoro. That one's good. And the assist by Strus.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Caldwell-Pope finds Isaac. Suggs with it. Back to Isaac. Picked by Isaac. The 3 from Suggs. Can't get it to drop. The Cavaliers lead by 7. The 3 from Okoro. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Batadze, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Counted from distance. Caldwell-Pope's got 5 points.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Second team foul. 2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, Allen is usually the last stop the ball makes, but he selflessly gives it up to a wide open guy.
Batadze, the pass to Suggs. Back to Batadze. The 3 from Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Mobley, right side, outside Strus. There's the 3. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
1:07 left in the first quarter. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Oh, the double clutch. Mobley grabs the board.
Yeah, he tried to adjust, but he got smothered. Good defense.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
And this is why you must box out Allen, a strong player who can hurt you on the offensive glass.
Magic trail by 7. Suggs surveys the D. Mobley against Banchero. Back to Batase. The three is up. Mobley with the block. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Shot clock at 3. Here's Suggs. The Cavaliers pull it in. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Strus outside. Drills it from deep. Strus has got 9.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Banchero with a screen on Mitchell. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Max Strus getting it done for the Cavaliers. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Cavaliers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Wagner and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Houston in at the 3 spot. Garland draws the double. Wade, the pass to Garland. Shot clock at 5. A deep 3. Not going to go that time.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Howard. Thompson with a steal. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time. And it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. The Cavaliers lead by 9. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Thompson. They grab their own miss. Outside Garland. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Magic trail by 10. There's Howard with the 3. It's rebounded by Wade. Cleveland has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Out to Garland. For 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Howard. Back to Wagner. 3-pointer. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And another miss by Cleveland. The Magic have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Houston. Kicks it out to Wagner. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
And there it is for him.
Slithery inside. Garland has that short area quickness.
Here's Wagner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wagner's got 10.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Body control so important to the success of the floater from Garland.
Wagner for three. Cavaliers with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Wade. Back to Garland. Takes a three. Another miss by Garland. Magic trail by 7. Howard finds Wagner. Now here's Howard. Kicks it out to Wagner. Fires the three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Hunter from the arc. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Hunter's gotten his second bucket.
What a fantastic pass from Garland. This is why his guys really enjoy playing with him.
And Wagner gets it to go.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Hunter can't get it to go. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. The shot by Howard, no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Garland with the ball. Wagner picks him up. Here's Hunter. Here's Thompson.
Howard, his first team foul.
There's 18 seconds left in the second. Garland for 3. Hitting his third shot in 7 looks.
Anyone who questions Garland's deep range, run that film right back.
Howard with a screen on Green. Pass to Howard. This one for 3. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
That is a huge 3 for them mentally. You don't want to go into halftime staring at a double-digit deficit.
And so it's Cleveland closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. We'll be right back after this word. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. We look at Franz Wagner. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Isaac finds Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3. Cleveland leading by 9. The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here. Allen, the pass to Okoro. Mitchell up top. Isaac covering. Mitchell on the drive. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
Yeah, great length from Isaac. He gets the hand up, gets a piece, using that big wingspan.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. Mobley passes to Strus. Fires for 3. And they'll get another chance. Mobley on a screen. From deep, Mitchell. Orlando with the rebound. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. The 3. Sinks it from distance. Caldwell-Pope's got 6 in the quarter.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. The 3 from Okoro. He drops it from range. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And Caldwell-Pope gets it to go.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Here's Mitchell. A strong move by Mitchell inside.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Pass to Banchero for the tie. He buries it from three. Banchero's got his second basket of the night.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Mitchell, the pass to Okoro. It's stolen by Isaac. Outside for Mitchell. From behind the arc. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on. But you give him the corner, and he will adapt.
The kick out to Banchero. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Up top, Suggs. No points so far. Just 4 to shoot. Wagner for 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Here's Mitchell. Okoro on the wing. Struce the pass to Okoro. Outside Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Isaac. Pass to Allen. From deep, Mitchell. Mitchell hits from the corner.
And as long as there's time left, Mitchell has the confidence to shoot it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Wagner outside. From outside the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Garland for 3. They get it back. Outside for Green. Down low. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. Clock at 6. Garland for 3. The shot that time not on target. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Houston passes to Howard. Wagner against Hunter. Pass to Black. Uses the glass on the layup. Black's gotten his first basket of the night.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
And here's Hunter for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Just a big-time effort for Donovan. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. Wagner and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Black in at the point. Hunter finds Garland. Drains the triple. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Rise and fire. I just love how assertive Garland is on offense.
Wagner outside. Right wing. Carter, the pass to Wagner. The Magic need to put one up here. There's Howard with the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now. Stolen by Carter. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Wagner. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look. and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Shots good by Thompson.
Yeah, great vision. I mean, this is where Garland takes it to another level offensively.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. There's the drive. They get it back. Pass to Wade. Thompson with it. It's stolen. Here's Houston. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Wade, defended by Wagner. Garland for three. It's rebounded by Houston. Magic trail by 3. Now here's Howard. Pass to Houston. Wagner outside. To tie it up. Knocks down the long J. Wagner's got 5 points in the quarter.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Pulls up, high post. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
The shot by Howard, no good. Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Pass to Houston. Up top, Carter. Now Wagner. And that's an intentional foul. A line change here for Orlando.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Strus for 3. Allen on target from range. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
When you need one bad, go to a high-percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
It's Ben Carroll with the drive. Mobley grabs the board. For Cleveland, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Pass to Strus. Back to Mobley. No good with a layup. Magic trail by 3. The 3 from Ben Carroll. The big man, Ben Carroll, showing the range.
Oh, no holding back from Ben Carroll. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Outside Strus. Out to Mobley. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. So he comes up empty, missing both. For Orlando, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Wagner finds Caldwell Pope to take the lead. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, gets the ball on the way down. What a call that could turn out to be.
46 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Mitchell. And he buries it. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Caldwell Pope, a screen on Mobley. And Carroll passes to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Driving in. The 3 from Suggs. The 3 won't fall. Outside Strus. Outside for Mitchell. Okoro on the wing. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. And Okoro gets it to go. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Here's Banchero. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers leading. The three from Mitchell. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Almost any time he gets the look he wants, he hits it.
And that's who you want to go to with the game on the line.
Fires from deep. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Man, that was a big man play by Isaac. Going in with intention and dunking.
Pass to Strus. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Wagner. Wagner with a screen on Mitchell. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Franz Wagner checked in for Isaac. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Mobley outside. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're
defensive foul. Wagner. It's the personal first team foul.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And that one misses. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 during this OT session. Mitchell against Suggs. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Outside, Carter. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Inside. Carter finds Caldwell-Pope. 6 to shoot. Now Banchero to take the lead. And nails the tray!
And when they need a bucket, Banchero wants to be the guy to get it. And he's got a nose for the big situations.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
For 3, Caldwell-Pope. And another 3 for Orlando.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. Allen a screen. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And here's Wagner. Pass to Suggs from the arc. Mobley grabs the board. Time called here. The Cavs decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
The three from Mitchell misses. So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught a second win.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer.
Let off the beat.
Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer.
Let off the beat.
Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for heavy. you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Barnes out there with Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward position. Now, Mobley. Harrison Barnes missing on the three. And it's Strus missing. Now, Wembanyama. Good, nice job down low.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Trains the three-pointer. Wembanyama has got 5 points so far.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
And it's Strus missing. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A drive by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Wasted no time on that one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Doors, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Sinks the three-pointer.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Strus kicks to Mitchell. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Barnes. Here's the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Boy, you really have to like that recognition by Barnes. Knew that was his play to make.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Mobley. Here he goes. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, you see the strides of Evan Mobley. This guy puts it on the deck and gets to the basket.
Pass to Wembanyama. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mitchell outside. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. A kick out to Mobley. Got 3 off the mark. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point game. Well, Cleveland shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit freaky out there. Here's Allen. Pass to Strus. Mitchell, a screen on Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. And it's Donovan Mitchell with the 3.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, man, or he will drain those all night.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc. Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist. That's 12 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Mobley misses. Wembanyama against Allen. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley.
San Antonio ball.
Over to the wing. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Drills it from outside.
3 points.
Wembanyama's got 15.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. It can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He made it. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got Darius Garland. Tristan Thompson is out there with Wade. And it's Green, and it's Okoro into the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. San Antonio leading. Fox from outside. Thompson with the rebound. And here is Okoro. Garland with the screen for Okoro. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
There's the pick, 3-pointer, and the basket by Vassell.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And yes, it's good.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Garland dishes to Wade. Garland with the screen for Wade. Kicks it out to Garland. Clock at 6. The 3. As he pulls it in. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Count it, good. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on 3-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili once again. Off the mark by San Antonio. Cavaliers trailing. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Thompson finds Green. Outside Garland. Shoots over Fox. Garland, no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Johnson. Pass to Bassie. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Vassell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistling. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to do a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one falls for Vassell. Good on both. Here's Garland. In the corner, Okoro with it. Green with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Okoro. And it's off from three-point range. Fox against Thompson. Here's Mamu Kalashvili. And the 3 ball is good. Mamu Kalashvili has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Garland. Out to Wade. Back to Garland. Pass to Wade. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Bassie, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out to Wade. Knocked loose. Now here's Okoro. He's covered closely. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Wade, a screen on Vassell. Out to Wade. Shot clock at 6.
A great defense. Vassell is so versatile, and he's a player who can guard all 5 positions.
Fox, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Wade. Fires for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Wade's got 8 points in the quarter. 17 seconds left here in the second. Here's Fox. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Okoro wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Cleveland. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Barnes out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 3. Here's Castle. Champagny passes to Wembanyama. Over Mobley. Now Paul. 5 to shoot. Pass to Castle. Barnes outside. Here's Champagny. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Champagny's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Spurs. Paul with the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, how about being on the other end of a nice pass? Chris Paul usually sets guys. That time he is set.
And here's Strus for 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
Here's Wembanyama. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Mitchell kicks to Strus. Pass to Allen. And here is Mobley. Hunter with it. Lets it fly. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Paul passes to Champagny. Wembanyama against Allen. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Champagny, defended by Strus. Shot by Champagny, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Mitchell dishes to Mobley. Well, wide open shot from Strus. A 3-pointer is right on target. Strus has got 12 points in the game. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for Cleveland.
Substitution on the court.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. On the wing, Johnson. Out left to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Fox. It's blocked.
The aggressiveness from Okoro to send that back. Not in my house. Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Wade can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Garland. Fox goes in, goes straight to the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Isaac Okoro. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
They set the pick. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Fox passes to Mamu Kalishvili. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Garland with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Outside, Green for the tie. As he pulls it in.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Now Cleveland shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And here's Green outside as he pulls it in. Massey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Garland against Johnson. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Vassell outside. Here's Bassey. The 3 from Johnson. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 5. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Wade on the wing. Okoro setting the pick for Wade. Back to Garland. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
We have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Javonte Green is out there with Garland. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Wade in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Garland the pass to Okoro. Outside, Fox. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Garland with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. A nice shot by Okoro.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Fox kicks to Johnson. Fox a screen on Garland. Johnson the pass to Fox. Stolen by Garland. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Okoro. Green with the ball. Green with a screen for Garland. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Okoro. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Mamu Kalashvili. Good on the shot.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Garland.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And that one's good, Bassey.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
He takes it in. Garland against Vassell. Launches a 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Bassey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fox with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Fox with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Wade, a screen on Vassell. Here's Garland. Back to Okoro. Green with a screen for Okoro. It's good from long range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Thompson. Evan Mobley comes in for Dean Wade. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Green. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Pass to Hunter. And here is Mitchell. Fires the 3. The rebound by Champagnie.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
I tell you, important moment for Evan Mobley. Meeting the moment with a big shot. That's big time.
Here's Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Hunter. Vassell, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Spurs have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Mobley the pass to Mitchell. A shake. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And there are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Vassell with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And stolen by Mobley. Going inside. Money!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Wembanyama, a screen. We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Allen. To take the lead. Here's Mobley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Champagnie. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, Kevin, they'll go for the quick foul here to try and stretch the game out a bit, but I think it's already...
These organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Barnes is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 3. Such a wide-open look.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
With the step back. Here's Wembanyama. And it's blocked by Isaac. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Houston. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And everything Banchero does is with aggression.
Wembanyama against Isaac. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Banchero. Off target with the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Paul. Orlando with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Back to Suggs. Isaac finds Banchero. Shoots. And it's Banchero again missing.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Here's Banchero. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Nails it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 5.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes with a screen on Isaac. Here's Wembanyama over Banchero. Wembanyama, pass to Barnes. 4 on the clock. And here's Paul. The 3 is up. That shot missing. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Isaac. Soft touch off the glass.
Possessions that end with close looks, especially for guys like Isaac, those are key to winning games.
And here's Wembanyama. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of this game. It's both from the stripe.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Howard finds Isaac. Beyond the arc. And there's Howard. That one's good on the assist by Isaac. He's got 6.
And a quality find there by Isaac. It's really nice to see a big guy watching the floor for opportunities like that. You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Suggs. Still no points. Banchero right side. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Spurs trail by 9. Now here's Paul. Buries it down low. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Suggs, the pass to Isaac. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Wembanyama. And stolen by Banchero. Here's Houston. Ooh, drains the 19-footer.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Oh, and the jam by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Houston, no good. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Paul. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
The basketball genius of Paul in action, finding those chances to set his guys up.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Howard, the pass to Banchero. Back to Howard. 2 on the clock. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
San Antonio foul. Champagny.
And so he makes both from the line. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
So on the floor for the Spurs, Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Bassie in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Now here's Fox. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Offensive board. Goes back up. Wagner outside. Here's Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. And again! It's the Magic from Pete.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Now here's Vassell. Pass to Bassie. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now Wagner. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Pass to Vassell. Lots of room. Caldwell-Pope pulls it in.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Ball stolen. Here's Bassie. He's covered by Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Vassell. Here's Bassie. And it's blocked. And he's all alone. Here's Wagner. Blocked! Caldwell-Pope against Fox. No good on the 3. Orlando leading by 4. And they're pushing it up. Wagner on the wing. Takes the 3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Bassie. Left side, Johnson. San Antonio again can't hit. Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Devin Vassell.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And both free throws good for Wagner. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Orlando's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, EA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Fox to the wing, right side. Here's Bassi. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Kicks it out to Wagner. We've got 1:13 left in the second period. Nails it from 3.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Fox, the pass to Vassell. Johnson on the wing. Puts one up from 19, and he hits the jumper for 2. Johnson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Most guys kind of avoid that mid-range, but credit to Johnson for not passing up a good opportunity.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Wagner. Back to Caldwell Pope, sparing his second of 3 attempts.
High-value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Mamukelashvili. There's the triple. And the three-pointer goes. Bassi's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's foul number 2 for him. Oh, Fox with a steal.
Not a smart pass, and he knows it. Gotta disguise your intentions better than that.
Strong finish by Johnson. He's not a small wing. He's a solid 220.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Orlando with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Wagner with a screen. Jacks up with 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's the cell.
The play will be reviewed on the NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
And hold up. We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Spurs. They're up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Suggs, and it's Howard in at shooting guard. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with.
Yeah, the length of Isaac is such a tool on defense. It is so tough to get around that wingspan.
Wembanyama against Isaac. Wembanyama, pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Isaac. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Orlando has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. He was all alone on that one.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Wembanyama, pass to Paul. It's Barnes on the wing. Isaac with the steal. Pass to Howard. The kick out to Banchero. Down low, Isaac. Count the basket and the foul! It goes on Chris Paul.
What impressive body control from Isaac. Looking strong and composed on these difficult finishes.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Floats one. Champagne's shot is off. Magic leading by 3. It's Suggs with a drive. Pass to Howard. Back to Suggs. And Carroll with a screen on Paul. Suggs, the pass to Ben Carroll. And the 3 off target. The Spurs have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And here's Wembanyama. Outside Barnes. To the left side wing. Here's Champagnie. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Champagnie's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. RJ with Harrison Barnes on the roster. A team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Pass to Howard. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Really left him alone that time. Howard's got 9.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group. Here's Black. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. San Antonio's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. From deep, Wembanyama. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Batadze's got 4 rebounds in the game. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. The Magic making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And San Antonio with a change here too. Massey, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama.
2 minutes.
Here's Black. He's guarded by Vassell. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Vassell. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Fox for 3. Ooh, the triple falls for De'Aaron Fox.
Look at how planted Fox is. He's primed to shoot the moment he gets it.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Orlando again missing. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's the pick. The floater. Out of bounds. It's going to be Orlando's ball. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Vassell. Black passes to Caldwell Pope. Shot is up. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points in the game. 1:02 left to play in the third. Here's Fox. Fox gets it to go inside.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
Shoots. Back to Wagner. Pass to Black. Caldwell Pope with it. Wagner with a screen on Fox. Knocks down the triple. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Here's Vassell. The 3 ball. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Wagner outside. into the lane. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Three-pointer, Fox. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to...
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Orlando ahead, up by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some quick guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Bassey in at center. Wagner with a screen. On the take, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Pass to Vassell. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Black. Going inside to the middle. Wagner outside. Wagner outside. The 3. Drops in the 3. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
He gets it in there.
Look at Johnson's effort level inside. Just absolutely ferocious.
The Magic have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Wagner. Caldwell Pope against Fox. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Spurs trail by 6. Here's Mamukelashvili. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now Fox, defended by Wagner. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group. On the wing, Suggs takes it inside. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration. And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Wagner comes in for Houston, and Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Howard. Wagner with a steal. And Isaac, here we go. The kick out to Banchero.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Wagner for 3. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity. There's the block. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It's a jump ball.
Spurs trail by 7. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Offline from the top of the key. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And they pick up 2.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Barnes finds Wembanyama. for three. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. This one for three. Pure from three-point range. And now it's a 12-point Magic lead.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Magic.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
To end the run, and Vassell with the lay-in. Orlando has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Wagner outside. Vassell against Caldwell Pope. Wagner with a screen. Vassell with the rebound. Outside Wembanyama. Three-pointer. Vassell outside. The three. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that brings him within 10. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Caldwell Pope. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth. That's tipped. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor.
Victor Wembanyama, 3.
The three from Suggs. So it's Orlando picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the villain with the dice in the mirror, top down.
What a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Donovan Mitchell is out there with the Okoro. And it's Strus in at the small forward. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers on offense. Pass to Strus. Fires from deep. For 3, Mitchell. Strus kicks to Mitchell. Now Strus. Back to Mitchell. Oversized. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Good on the three-point shot.
Attacking immediately. Caldwell Pope fires the moment he finds his angle.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now Suggs, after Jared Allen missed from long range. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
No problem knocking that one down. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now, here's Banchero. Pass to Bitadze. It's stolen by Allen. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Strus for 3. Cans it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Bitadze the pass to Isaac. Driving the lane. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Takes the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Here's Strus. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Covered by Mitchell, and the basket is good. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Throughout his career, Clark, Contavious Caldwell Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Banchero passes to Bitadze.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Mobley kicks to Allen. Goes back up. And Mobley throws it down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the 2 as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Caldwell Pope for 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cleveland has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Back to Strus. From the arc, knocks down the 3 ball. Strus has got 6.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pancaro has screened for Caldwell Pope. Will it go? That shot is off. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
The post pairing Faulkner along with Carter. Howard is out there with Black. And it's Houston in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Merrill after the basket by Franz Wagner. Outside Garland. Pass to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Black grabs the board.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
They get a hand on it, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
Wagner against Thompson. And it's Wagner missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Now, here's Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Hunter. Fires the 3. Garland, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Another miss by Orlando. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. A 3-ball. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
And here is Garland. Following the 3 from Franz Wagner. A 3-pointer is right on target. Merrill's got his first 3 points of the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 5. Back to Howard. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Garland surveying the D. Here's Merrill. Offensive rebound. And Thompson kicks to Garland. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. There's the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Wade passes to Garland. Back to Wade. Cleveland moving it around. Outside Garland. Carter pulls it in. The Magic have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. There's the screen. Black kicks to Carter. Pass to Houston. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And that one is good. Hunter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
First team foul.
Orlando's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Houston. Wade is covering. Kicks it out to Wagner. And it's Wade with the rebound. Cavaliers leading. Now Cleveland moving it up. Back to Merrill. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammate.
Carter finds Wagner. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Cavaliers lead by 4. A chance now to say, all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Contavious Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. Mitchell is out there with Isaac and Okoro. And it's Allen in at center. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. DA thanks. Banchero dishes to Suggs. And finished off by Banchero. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Here's Strus. Here's Mobley. Nice move. And Mobley throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
The wide open shot from Strus. Pass to Okoro. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he makes all 3.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Suggs passes to Banchero. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Back to Hunter. Three-pointer. And he's good on the three ball. Hunter's got his third basket of the night.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Carter for three. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Howard with the steal. It's third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Sinks that one from the post. The Cavaliers leading by 9. And here is Garland. Here's Merrill. Out to Wade. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
6 on the shot clock. Step back and squared up. Merrill's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Garland finds Merrill. Back to Garland. Merrill with the ball. Takes a three. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3.
Orlando foul. Black. First personal foul. 14 foul.
54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Thompson. Out to Wade. 6 to shoot. The three from Garland. They get the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Black. And again, it's Orlando with the three. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Launches it. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Wagner. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Really like how Wagner has really gone after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Thompson, a screen on Howard. The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers on top, up by 4. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The close pairing, Wagner along with Carter. Howard is out there with Black. And it's Houston in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Black in the post, guarded by Garland. And Wagner has it in the corner. Shoots the three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Hunter. Merrill passes to Wade. Wade a screen on Howard. Merrill finds Thompson. Shot clock at 5. All sorts of time. No good on that one.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Out to Carter, pass to Black. Wagner outside. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul.
And And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Wagner with it, guarded by Hunter. There's the triple. And it's Wagner missing. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Outside Garland. Pass to Wade. Back to Garland.
Orlando foul.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Strus. Over Suggs. Gets some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. Here's Banchero. Isaac right side. Pass to Bitadze. Suggs kicks to Caldwell Pope. Banchero a screen on Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Caldwell Pope for 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And now Banchero pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Isaac finds Banchero. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they kept that ball alive.
Wagner's checked in for the match. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. For the 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The 3 from Strus. Trains the three-pointer. Strus has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide-open 3.
And the shot is good.
A physical guard, Suggs, loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Mitchell passes to Strus. Lets it go with the 3. They get it back. This one for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Strus has got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Cavs.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. The drive by Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Caldwell Pope kicks to Isaac. Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope. Let's go. And he nails that one right through the net.
This dude, folks, has ice in his veins when the game is tight. Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Mitchell outside. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get that one.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Banchero kicks to Suggs. Mitchell against Caldwell Pope. From downtown. No good that time. 15 seconds left to play here in the 4th. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Banchero outside. Wagner wide open. Gets the 3 to fall.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers pulling it out. This win, such a tremendous